Hey y'all, how's it going? It's David back here with I'm So Offended. Um, been a little bit, but I've been talking to some of you guys, and you know, and I guess one of the things that comes up is what it is I'm doing and how it is that I'm getting by, even though as I've stated, I am still on the database for child support. I'm not completely separated from the program, but at the same time, I don't pay. They don't take anything from me. They're not. There's no hearings. There's nothing going on. It's just out in limbo. It's just something that's there, that exists, but like it's not really like they're not taking money from me. They're not garnishing or anything like that. So people want to know how it is I do it, or what people can do while still being and still fighting it, right? Because first and foremost, what we all want is for the money to stop, for them to stop unlawfully taking our money, right? So there's one of the easiest and quickest ways, which is perfectly legal, because at the end of the day, what they're doing is nothing but fraud, and it's all a scam. So I do have to state for the record, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't pretend to be. Everything I say is for entertainment and educational purposes only, and for the most part, everything I say is my personal experience. So therefore, if you have different experiences or you go through different things, then that's on you. But I have proof up on these videos that you've seen, um, you know, the contempt being beaten. So this is just some ways in which you can get out of being garnished, or having to not pay until you go through the court process and you beat them either through extrinsic fraud, or vacating the void judgment, or your motion to dismiss, whatever it may be. There's different ways, different strokes for different folks, because there's each case is different. you know so anyway, so here's one way that you can do it. So I guess this is, like I said, tips or ways to avoid getting garnished, or paying on state support, aka child support, their fraudulent debt, right? Okay, so one of them is stop using the Social Security number. That's not yours. It belongs to the Social Security Administration, right? And while you're an all caps dead entity that they get to do whatever they want with, um, that's where you can, as a man, just create your own identity. And we can do that here easily with the IRS, and just get your own EIN number, right? This is simple. I mean, from what you could see, the things that pulled up right away: start an application, limited liability company, EIN form, estate, all of that good stuff. It's simple, right? Now, the EIN is still linked to the Social Security number, but if you make a limited liability company, if you're, that's exactly what it is: limited liability, right? So we just click on that, and you put in your LLC name. Doing business as, you could put number of members, individual or partnership. Now, eventually, you want to be an S corp, but you can't be an S corp immediately. I believe you need a board of directors, and just more stuff that could happen after you set up your LLC. So you could switch to an S corp or a C corp later on. That's perfectly fine. But first things first, you want to set up your LLC. So, and then your members, you can put 2 and make yourself in lower caps 1 member, or as a manager, and then you could put your all caps name as a member. You could make yourself a manager, and then your all caps name a member, name, social. So they do, because somebody has to create it, right? But that's for them. That's for the IRS, which is fine. right? In case you didn't know, the law of the land is the IRS, the UCC, and appellate court. Well, in the Constitution, but you know, that's your law of the land, because the IRS, basically everybody answers to them. So there's your name, your business address. It could be your home if you want, you know, and then you just answer the questions. You know, you can start the business brand new, counting year end, phone, submit application. It was this simple. I think I have like 3 EINs right now. One for my LLC, one as a sole proprietorship, one I made as an executor to an estate, and just like that, you get the EIN immediately. So, oh, and there's also where you could do a trust, corporation, partnership, all of this other stuff. The S corp, which is from the LLC, or the C corp from the LLC. You know, a trust, individual sole proprietor. You don't want to be these. You do not want to be an individual or sole proprietor, because it's not a separate company. It's you are the company. A limited liability means nobody owns it, right? If somebody sues you, they're suing you, right? But if they sue the company, they sue the company. They can't sue you through the company. So, and that's how you get your EIN. Now, to get your LLC started, I have mine in Arizona, so I'll show you how I did it, but you could easily just put in your Secretary of State. And there you go, business, whatever. You could just, you go to your own Secretary of State. Jesus, she's ugly. Let's see, business. All right. Here is directory of agencies. What do we want to do? Trade names, trademarks. Let's see, professionalized employment. I haven't looked at this in a while, so I gotta toggle through it, but that's all it takes for you guys to do, is for you to just search, right? For you to just search and find it on your own. Trade name, trademarks, and partnerships. Let's see, public search. Oh, you may as well search for the business name you want to do. You just put in the name and you hit the search. Owner, agent, file number. Just like that. It's not hard. Okay, so now let's look at services, partnerships, form directory, corporations. Here we go. Corporations. If you want to file a corporation or LLC, you will need to contact an entirely separate agency called the Arizona Corporate Commission. Okay. And here's this. I am already logged in, so I'll log out just so you guys could see. Right? So, this is how you would do it in Arizona. Plug in. You know, you would obviously have to register your business. And there's your dashboard. File, create new LLC. There it is. This walks you through it. Limited liability, professional limited liability. Just read what it says. For-profit entity, typically created a licensed professional such as a doctor, lawyer, accountant, same general structures. The information is there. And then you just, members only or managers. We're not licensed professionals unless you are licensed professional. That you could do a professional LLC. Doesn't matter, right? You go through, you look for your entity. Have you reserved a name for this entity? No? What do we want to call it? Paul's Boutique. I am the owner of a trade name. Remember over here at the Arizona Secretary of State, trademarks and trade names. You search first. Trade name, trademark search. Put it in. Paul's Boutique. Search. And no results, which means it's available. So you online trade name and trademark form, trade name registration application, right? That's where you start. You could even make it a trademark. Just write it in Roman Times New Roman in all caps, and you could trademark that. Just like that. 15 bucks. There's your trademark. I have a trademark. I have a trade name. And then from there, I am the owner of the trade name. All right. Must contain. Then you just follow what it says. Contain one of the following identifiers. Oh, that's right. We got to put an LLC after it. Don't forget that. Paul's Boutique. LLC. And there you go. Name is available. Look at that. You put in an email address. You should probably get a couple of email addresses for yourself to create, you know, because if you make a LLC, you're going to do Paul's Boutique LLC at yahoo.com, at hotmail.com, at Outlook, at Gmail, whatever it is. When you started your business, character of the business, whatever it is. You know, just so you know, a service doesn't get taxed. It'll have a general tax, but only retail gets taxed, right? A service, if you're doing a service with your hands, a yard cleaning service, something like that, that's something that you're doing. You're not selling something. You're doing something physically with your hands. You're providing a service. Different tax bracket, different taxes. And it's not a sales tax because you're not a seller providing a service. So we can say construction, right? And you want it forever till it's terminated? Sure, why not? The statutory agent is basically if somebody sues the business, somebody needs to be willing to accept service, right? Which is fine. You know, you could have your all caps name as your statutory agent, right? And how do you register them? Well, you just, if you create them and you create your agent, put in your names, whatever, address, you could use the same address. Then you send it to the email, right? You might need to send it to the backup email. And then once it's done, it's done. You just keep following principal address. See at the top, principal information, because principal is the main owner, right? Or the person in charge. But you're going to have two people on, right? You're going to have a member and a manager. It's going to be yourself in lower caps, and then your all caps name could be a member, and then yourself in lower caps could be a manager, right? There's no owners to this business because an owner can get sued. But in an LLC, nobody is the owner. You're all members. A business exists, right? Your organizer information, this could all be the same information across the top. Signatures, everything. And guess what? It's only $50, right? This is how you get your articles of incorporation. They give you a number, and with that and the EIN, you take that to the bank. You take that to the bank, and that's how you get to open your business account. And they give you your business card, right? When I did mine, check this out. I actually hit the contacts us, and I called their customer service line. Somebody answered, and they walked me through the whole process. Completely free. I didn't wait on the phone for that long. I just called them, and they walked me through the process. Everything. Statutory agent, all of that. Principal address, principal information. Just put in the name and address. Organizer information. You upload the documents that it would request, because it says on the side what it is. It gives you the information, requirements. It walks you through it. This is so simple. And you know what this costs? The document is $50, but to submit it online is another $35. It cost me $85 to set up my LLC online, and it gave me everything, right? That's how that's done. Let me go back. My dashboard. And then unfinished filings. It's right there. I don't need to finish this at all. I could just leave it like that. Doesn't matter. I could just leave that there. You can finish it later, and you just process. You know, after that, once you pay for it, it sends you an email to you verify the statutory agent. It takes 5 days, I think, to get verified through the corporate commission. They send you an email when it's all good, and then eventually you get your articles of incorporation. Now, which one? Where were we at? Now, let's try a different state. California, Secretary of State. Let's see. All right. Secretary of State, business. There it is. Limited liability companies, partnerships, online, biz e-file. There we are. Business entities, register a business, reserve a business entity. It's all there. Help is right here. Whenever it feels like loading. Forms, articles of incorporation of organization, California, LLC. There you go. General stock, corporation insurer. It's all there. This is not hard. Guides, walks you right through it, navigation. Everything is there for you. It is not hard. All right, let's look at another state. I've had a couple people call me from Texas. Let's see, Secretary of State. Business filing status. Let's just go to the main site. I've never looked at this before, but here we go. Business basics, startup information. It's right there, fellas. Okay? Business startup. Also, this is where you get to do your UCCs as well. Startup information. Selecting a business structure. Sole proprietorship, general corporation. Gives you all the information. And then startup business forms. Trademark. Business and nonprofit. There it is. Formation of limited liability company. All right. So that was it. That was just a quick video. Just this is how you can then function and only use your business EIN. You could effectively have your own LLC. And, you know, since it's a business, it's not linked to you, except only, you know, by way of like when you set up the account. But other than that, I've been using it. This is what I do. There's a lot of companies that accept contract work that you can do. If you want to do, now everything became online because of COVID, and you could do online customer service where you could do contract work just at home on your own computer. One of the places where you could look is called Working Solutions, where they have online work from home. American Airlines has online work from home. Apple has online work from home. And you can do contract work through 1099 using your EIN, your business EIN. Use your EIN for everything. Anybody pays you in anything, give them the Venmo or the Zelle to your business account. Only use the business account. Uber, you can do Uber with the EIN through your business account. Okay, there's other services that you can use as far as for contract work. You know, whatever it may be. If you have like some kind of trade where you're a plumber and that's your plumbing service, just use your EIN for everything. There's an app called Tax Keeper where you could monitor all your business expenses through there for your business, and all of a sudden you're in a different tax bracket. Like everything that you're spending for business, even food, is all tax write-offs. That's the way to go, fellas. So anyways, if you have any more questions or need more assistance or whatever it is you guys need, you know, I've been talking to some guys. I've gotten some responses back, some guys that have beat contempt. You know, they've been following my videos. You know, they talked to me about it. I provided them with a few documents. This is just some things that I've put together. It's not a guarantee that I give people documents. You know, just depending on what the type of help it is you need. You know, I'll provide just several documents that I've used and things like that. Any documents that I've obtained that I purchased from other people, I don't give those out because you guys can go to the source. Rick W. I've used his documents before, but I've changed them. There's Chris from Child Support Made Simple. I use versions. I've changed some of his documents and have made them my own. Anything that is completely my own, you know, I would give out or whatever, you know. But Chris's unaltered documents, I'm not going to give out. You guys can contact him about them. He's very, very busy, but he has a lot of information and knowledge on Child Support Made Simple on YouTube. You know, Amin Osiris has some good information, and so is Yaz Magnified. You know, I'm not competing with any of these guys because they all provide useful information. You know, just grab a little bit from each one of these guys and do your own research and do your own thing. You know, I'm just doing a quick video here just to show you this, something that I'm using and how, you know, they're not taking anything from me. This scam is not taking a penny from me, right? And, you know, I'm still in the fight, you know, but I'm dealing with other things. And, you know, I'm obviously, you know, working on my business and just, you know, other stuff. And then when I can, I make time to do phone calls and talk with y'all and all that. So I am going to probably do a second part of this video with different things that I've been doing on how to be able to make some money outside of this. But for now, just let me know if you have questions, and I appreciate you guys checking out the channel and leaving comments and all that. Give it likes. Make sure you share with anybody that's involved in this fraudulent scam that they do. All right. Okay. Peace out, y'all.